All right, we'll go ahead and get started with Percy. Percy, go ahead. Fire away.
Awesome. Hey, good. Hey there, coach. What did you think of, I guess, the physicality of this game and your team's response to a very physical game?
It's very unfortunate that our two most aggressive players to the rim shot zero free throws today. Um, Minnesota is an amazing team. They start physicality is their MO. They like to just play tough from the 3-point line to the rim. And so I thought that we tried to match that physicality and exceed that. I was very proud of that.
And then just if you could speak to just I guess, the intensity level of this game, just from yourself picking up a tee, Ezzy picking up a tee. I that was not on my bingo card.
The,
Um,
the two most quietest people in this organization I text today.
right. But if you could just speak to just, I guess, the intensity of this game, which is, it's like my calendar says that it is June 9th, and just the 11th game of the season. And this felt like a playoff game.
Yeah, that's awesome. Coming into Minnesota, the atmosphere is always like that. The fans are great. The level is always a notch higher, just because they present that. It did feel like a playoff game with the physicality, with the back and forth. And hopefully we have gained some perspective and some reps and understanding how to be better in that.
Awesome, coach. Thank you.
Thanks for that. Jeff, go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, coach, I guess you're leading at halftime, and then in the second half they outscore you 47-23. Kind of what did you see that kind of led to that?
Usually in our lows, our defense sustains us. And it wasn't that today. I don't think we were sharp on coverages, got some 3-point shooters got loose, and that hasn't been our norm. So I would say that I think offensively we're trying to attack and do the correct things. Just wasn't our day today.
And I talked to Joel about this a little bit. This season, your guys as a team 3-point shooting isn't been quite what it has in some previous years. What do you kind of equate that to, and what are some ways to improve that?
Our team is different personnel. We can neutralize that by getting to the free throw line and finding other ways to score, which we have. We're not going to live or die by 3-point line. That's just not our personnel. But we have some shooters on this squad who can get going, and just trying to find ways to get those guys to see a couple go through.
Thank you.
Matsvita, go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, Noel, you talked about attacking, that your team attacked. Were you okay with the shot selection in the attack?
Yeah, I was. Obviously a couple, we want to get back, try to move the defense a little bit. We talked about second and third fired, but we've been trying to get to the paint and attack for the majority of the first part of this year. Usually those end up, again, and ones or free throws, and those just didn't end up like that today.
Pre-game, you said you're a basketball savant. So how chomping at the bit are you to take a look at this film, to break it down, and then be able to adjust? Because there's a lesson learned here.
Yeah. The beauty about life, God willing, so you get a second opportunity, sometimes third, sometimes more than three. And that's what this league is. You can't, and that's what this schedule is. Honestly, you can't kind of sit in this for very long, but we got some great basketball minds on our staff who, we get together and improve and be ready to rock in our next game. There are a lot of things that we can take from this game and learn, and obviously just understanding matchups. This league is about matchups, and where we can be better against Minnesota. I wish we could play tomorrow.
Fair enough. Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, Christian, go ahead.
Hey, coach, coming to this game, I felt like those first two games against Minnesota, everyone kept asking, "Hey, what's going on with Seattle? What's wrong with Seattle?" But no one was really giving Minnesota their credit for how well they are,
Right.
how great they've been
Yeah.
playing, their efficiency on both ends of the court. The fact that they have 4 6'2" forwards and they don't miss a step on defense. But I guess coming to this game also, I wasn't really surprised at the way the team played, at least through the first half. I felt like there was kind of a hard issue to get the ball in the paint. But then also, like I said, you have a bevy of forwards that play the passing lanes. That kind of played an issue into that. But also, everyone was kind of surprised about you picking up a tech today. But I feel like that's kind of stemming over from Schuyler getting hit in the mouth that wasn't reviewed. And you had to challenge that play. I feel like that's stemming over from that. What do you think?
Couple of layers to this answer. I want to be on record to say in the offseason, I thought that Minnesota was going to be an excellent team from the jump, period. I mean, they have versatility in their bigs, add in vets like Williams and Smith. Bridget Carlton, I see her all the time in Canada. I know what she can do. So I'm not surprised with how well they started the season and how much better that they are the third time we played them and how much better that they're going to be throughout the season. I'll say that. Cheryl's the GOAT. The other aspect of it is my demeanor is always going to be calm. I want to be positive for my team. But there's a reason why I got a tech. And it's warranted, obviously, because of my response. But I don't want people to think that I'm soft or that our team is soft. Ezzy isn't soft. She's quiet, but she's not soft. She's defending her teammate. And things that other people may get away with because their temperament is different than mine, I don't. And so I take that in stride. I understand who I am and who I want to be for my team, but we're not going back down, period.
Thank you, Coach. Good luck on Tuesday.
All right, Jeff, you have one last question for us?
Yeah, real quick. Sometimes I guess it can just be a bad matchup, but now being 0-3 against Minnesota, just how concerning is that kind of moving forward, and especially if you were to, match up in the playoffs or something, and how do you make sure that there's no like mental block with that going into the next game against Minnesota?
11th game of the season. We just have to be better. I have to be better. Our preparation, and we know that this league is a league of matchups, and they have our number. Obviously, we've lost the series, as you've pointed out. But at the end of the day, we're not quite where we want to be. The 11th game of the year, we will be better.
Well,
Okay.
thanks, Coach. We'll see you all in Seattle.